right, welcome to the PlayStation Plus podcast featuring my pals Mad Matt and Zod Rider. Yeah, so what's that mean, PlayStation Plus? Is this only a PlayStation podcast? Are we biased for Sony? Are we Sony fanboys? Hell no.
This video is brought to you by Sony.
No, I'm a grown man. I buy everything I want. I'm not no fanboy for no console.
Yeah, no.
But what's the plus mean? That means plus whatever the hell we want to talk about. Mad Matt is an awesome PC gamer. He's really in the Call of Duty. Go check out his Twitch where he gets twitching with the trigger.
At Mad Vids.
Yeah.
You are a sight to behold when you play play Call of Duty, Matt. I have to hand it to you. It's like I watching you. It's like we're watching a professional soldier out there, man.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and your setup looks nice. Like everything.
Oh yeah,
crystal clear.
This took years to make.
Oh, you set up your own PC for this?
Yeah, everything. Yeah.
So you built your PC?
Yeah, I built my PC.
Oh wow,
yeah. Excellent.
It's decked out now. Yeah, because I heard I just want to be on par for the newer games and newer consoles. So I just want to make sure I'm up there. First one was a great start for me for like recording and stuff.
But you do also dabble into some console gaming,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mostly PS4 because that's where my friends are at. I haven't touched Xbox in years since the
last Xbox I had was the 360.
Yeah,
and then my console got Red Ring of Death, and I just
I've only heard stories about that. I've never actually experienced that.
Well, I like to get them all to get the exclusives. Like I don't care about fighting over which console's better. There's things that for right now, and this isn't like Microsoft. I like Microsoft's strategy for the consumer.
Yeah. And
I think Sony is killing it with the first party. And if you are in the chat, smash the hell out of the like button. We're trying something different on the channel. I think you will be able to get the podcast version on Zod Rider's PSN radio.
I'll put it up on the Zod Rider PSN SoundCloud page, so you'll be able to download the podcast version.
And we may take turns and be on Mad Matt's Twitch channel next week, or we'll figure that out.
Yeah.
But basically, there's a lot going on. There's a lot to talk about. I was sitting there waiting to get my PS5. I wasted a whole freaking day. I was tired at work the next day. I wasn't crying about it. I know what gets the clicks. Oh hell, F you, Sony. Yeah, that gets the clicks. I would have got jumped in subs, but I'm like, with everything going on in the world, it's not that big of a deal. And I'm actually going to make a separate video. Be happy you're getting the games. With everything else going on, movies, if you're a movie fan, your movies are jettisoned to another year. You're actually still getting these games. You might not get the best graphical experience that's possible, but also a lot of these are next-gen upgradable. The only one that you're really going to miss out on for the PS5 right now at launch, if you can't get one, is Demon's Souls Remastered, which is a PS5 exclusive.
And Spider-Man, Miles Morales.
No, Spider-Man. That's a great thing you said that, Matt.
I thought Spider-Man. Yeah, I thought Spider-Man's coming to PS4. Yeah,
right. Yeah. So Sony's marketing lied. They lied, and I like Sony, but they absolutely lied. They were bashing on Microsoft, saying, "No, when we do next gen, we do next gen. You're going to get a next gen experience. The majority of the titles you're going to get on PS4 anyway." And they feature a next-gen upgrade, so when you do get the PS5, you'll be able to get it. So that's for Spider-Man Miles Morales, which is the biggest.
Wasn't there something? Well, I thought there was something similar when we had PS3 and we transitioned over to PS4. There was something similar because there were still games coming out.
It didn't come to like
PS3.
later. Though. It was like what was it? I forgot what they called it. There's a thing you subscribe for it, right?
Right,
yeah.
And there were a few games that if you had it on PS3 and you got PS4, you were able to download the PS4 version, to play it on the new console of the time. Yeah.
Gene Burns said it says God of War, but that's more towards the end of 2021 if it makes that date.
Yeah.
They showed an early clip. I still have to go back and play the first one on PS4. I bought it and I never played it. I bought it on sale. I sometimes buy stuff on sale. I'm like, oh, this is a really good price on Amazon, and I never even played it. So I have a lot to do. But yes, and I'll tell you what, God of War, I kind of think if it comes out Christmas 2021, that it will probably be PS4 too. Would I prefer to play it on PS5? Yes. And do I hope to have a PS5 by then? I hope so. I hope so. But there's so many options there. I'm on my separate video. I'm going to say, you know what? PSVR is just sitting there. PSVR is pretty cool.
Is PSVR worth it, Max? Because
yes.
You know, I've got
the games are cheap. You could, yes. What were you gonna finish?
No, I was just gonna say I've got a Gear VR where you put your phone in and you can play games and stuff like that. And that's pretty. And I think that's pretty cool. That's pretty fun for some stuff. But I never really got into the idea of getting it for PlayStation 4.
It's fun. I got mine used. I sold some old video games. Maybe that's blasphemy. I traded them in a trade-in shop and I got it used.
I heard you were going to try it out with Squadrons coming out.
Yes, that's why I got it, is because the best VR experience I've ever had. My wife is really she has the highest end VR you could get, the Valve one, I think, the newest Valve one for her PC. And yeah, I know, I bought it for her. But the funnest thing I've ever done was what's the Star Wars game? Battlefront 2.
Yeah.
The VR mission where you're in an X-Wing. It was amazing. It didn't make me sick. And it was the most immersive video game experience I had. It was just one mission. So I cannot wait for Squadrons. Yeah, Gungan, if you want to join us, I'll send you an invite. I don't know if you're prepared because he snagged the PS5. He told me. He sent me a link. And by the time I got there, it was gone. But he tried to help me get one. But I'm not stressing about it. Like, listen, all things considered, I'm still going to be able to play these games this holiday. And it will be upgradable. Now, the Series X comes on sale on Tuesday, and Microsoft is saying that they are not going to repeat the Sony mistakes. They are going to tell you when you can pre-order. And I'm telling you right now, I think it's going to be another shit show because I think Sony has held off. First of all, Sony was not prepared to put those pre-orders out. And they also lied about there being a supply issue because there was all these rumored videos, all these rumored articles. Oh, they're in short supply. They're in short supply. They came out with ours. No, we're not. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Then Walmart jumped the gun and released their pre-order early. They told everyone that follows the official word, they said, it's going to go on sale tomorrow. And then all the social media personalities is how you found out the real truth. And this is also another problem. No one's really talking about this because everyone's like, oh, they helped me get my PS5. Yeah, you cannot, if you followed the official word of Sony, you would not get a PS5 right now. You have to be following these Twitter personalities, Jeff Keighley, Wario64 on Twitter, who just post affiliate links and get benefits for posting links. So what happens? And all these like IGN staffers, they all had the links that aren't the public links for Amazon and stuff. So they could all get them. And in Walmart, they released it early, I think, because they know a supply issue is, and they want theirs set. They want their orders to go through first. So they don't have to deal with the chaos of consumers being angry. And Amazon is already sending out emails that they're not sure if you could get it on release date. Sony, there's so much mixed messaging here. They just wanted to have it out right before the Xbox put their pre-orders up. And I'm guaranteeing you, they're going to say, we found some on the 22nd. So the sites are going to crash because they're both going to be up at the same time. I guarantee. I'm telling you right now. No, like we found some more pre-orders.
They were lost in a warehouse somewhere.
I'm telling you, they shut off some of the pre-orders just so that day of.
So that they could create a supply and demand controversy, basically.
You're eating salad. What kind of freaking gamer is that, Gunga? No, Gunga Dungeon might come on in the future. I think he's also going to get Squadrons, which I heard is crossplay.
Squadrons looks pretty fun, to be honest.
Yeah, that's another good thing. If we go by Sony's history, it actually might be better to wait until they come up with a special edition God of War PS5 and order that. But I'm telling you that that's going to be hard to get as well. But I almost would be like, maybe I should wait on getting a launch edition until they do a special edition one, because that would be awesome.
I've never gotten a PlayStation at launch ever, and I have no, and it's like I have absolutely no intention of doing so.
And you're
with the PS5.
You're a PlayStation fan though too.
And I like PlayStation, but I always wait because I always want to see what they wait till they get all the kinks out and all that. Yeah. Plus, right now, it is. I feel like it's a little bit expensive. I think they should have. I think they should have, cut the price a little bit. But judging from the piranhas that are going for these pre-orders, I mean, they could have put it. They could have sold it for any price, and people would have bought it. It wouldn't have mattered.
Fans are the problem. The people that were able to get it, they're like, "Oh, I put 2 orders in just in case." I'm like, "Damn you! You're part of the problem." Like actual Sony fans, like, "Oh, I got one," and then I was like, "Just in case I need it." And they're like, "Oh, I don't like resellers." Yeah,
just in case you need it. No, I've seen people on eBay selling. They weren't selling the PS4 or like even the pre-order. They were selling their links to their pre-order for the PS5.
Wow.
Well, and to me, that's just completely ridiculous.
Well, I mean, Sony should not give out these private links to social media influencers, because the other thing is they say, okay, Amazon said we're gonna release them at 12 midnight. If you waited till Amazon's official word, you wouldn't get one, because Jeff Keighley and Wario64, they put it out 15 minutes early. All the IGN staff, they put it out 15 minutes early because they don't want their followers to say, "Oh, they sent me a link that was dead." So they send it out ahead of time. And this is not like you can't search PlayStation 5 on Amazon and get to that link and wait like every other consumer. You have to be following these idiots. That's unfair. I think. And that's why I didn't get it. I was waiting there for midnight. I heard at midnight that Amazon was going to release it. It's too late. You got to follow social media people.
and then you're like, it's okay, I'm going to bed.
right. I give up. Oh, I was in the cart. It was in my cart. I was that far and it wouldn't let me check out because I also have a gift card and I was trying to get my gift card. People said if you actually use the PayPal
because you were saying you were doing it through Best Buy because you had that gift card.
But some people said if you did the checkout with the PayPal link, because it takes you to PayPal, it went through smoothly. But because I was trying to check out using the Best Buy options, it didn't work. All right, let's see what the chat says. Alan Norrie, DFG, me, a poor human, not even dreaming of having PlayStation, sitting here listening to the talk about PS5. Interesting. I mean, I'd say if you could get a really good Black Friday deal on a PS4 Pro or PlayStation 4 even, there's so much there. There's very little that you need the PS5 for now. And I'm a fan because they also haven't said, even though the PS4 games are playable on the PS5, and this is something that I give props to Microsoft for. Microsoft has their games enhanced for free on the Xbox, like One X that I have now. There's some games that look amazing, even original Xbox games enhanced. They haven't said if they're getting the enhanced. And something that's very, very concerning is that Miles Morales game. There's a $70 version which comes with a remastered Spider-Man for PS4. To take advantage of the ray tracing and all the new next-gen enhancements for the PS5, but it's $20 more. So going with Sony, how they've been handling remasters and upgrades, I want to ask you guys in the chat, and maybe you, do you think they're going to do the free enhanced, or are they going to charge it? Because if we're based on the first initial glimpse of how they're going to handle it, you don't get the remaster for Miles Morales free. It's $20 more just to get that download. It's not on the disc. That's going to be lame if they start doing, well, for PS5 enhanced, $20 more. What do you guys think about that? Zod? Matt?
Ridiculous.
Aren't they coming with some games for PS5 though that are old? Are they any different, or are they the same?
Yeah,
game?
the PlayStation Plus collection.
Yeah.
that is more to compete with Game Pass. But the difference there is they have like 100 titles of the most valued PS4 games. You can download them.
Yeah.
And you can play them. It doesn't say they're enhanced. So we'll have to wait on that. I mean, if it was going to be enhanced,
well, I thought in their big presentation that they did the other day that Sony put out, I thought they were showing that they would be enhanced. The PlayStation 4 titles would be enhanced on the PlayStation 5. I thought that was something they were highlighting.
They could be. So on some of the titles, it's a free next gen upgrade. Some of the titles that are recent, that are like being developed, multi-platform, like some of the ones coming out this like Miles Morales, you'll get a free upgrade there.
Call of Duty, they're doing the same.
Call of Duty, yes.
And I think that the NBA game, 2K.
So if it promotes it there, but if you are actually expecting that this back library of PS4 games, and you're like, oh, my PS5 is going to play, it's going to look crisper and better. I mean, it's not going to look bad, but it's probably going to be the same quality you're going to get on the PS4 Pro now. The same image quality.
I think it might be different because, like, on my PS4, I got a PS2 game, Bounty Hunter with Jango Fett, and it looked really freaking good compared to when I played it. So I think it might be better with like ray tracing.
So it was kind of like a silent enhancent. You weren't aware that it was going to be enhanced, but it actually does look a lot better.
We have to see if the ray tracing automatically impacts every title that's played on it, though. I don't know. Yeah. I'm not sure.
That's interesting. That's a totally interesting thought, Max, because I'm thinking about, I've got, like, for example, just something goofy. Okay, I've got a PS2, and I don't know if you heard about, if you know about the pound cable. Yes. Where you plug it in via HDMI and you plug it into your TV, and it makes the games look fantastic. Mm-hmm. Is the upgrade, when we talk about the upgrades with ray tracing and stuff like that, is it going to be significant, or is it going to just be?
I think it will be the load times too, but I don't know if it's going to be automatic. I mean, I would hope maybe there's just a hole in their marketing strategy where they're not addressing it. But I think if it would do it, they would talk about it. Don't you think?
Aren't you going to need a 4K monitor now? Since it's a 4K player, so you're
right. That's the other thing. I mean, I don't have a 4K TV. Yeah. I don't have any intention of getting a 4K TV till the TV I have now breaks. That's where I'm at. Like,
Zod, I'd say get one. I got one for the bedroom that's like 50 inches. Or 55 for
they're not that expensive. That's the thing, though. They're not 200,
230 at Best Buy, and it's a Roku TV. We just got it for the bedroom, and it's great. That's actually where I've been playing my PlayStation. So Dungeon Dungeon says, sorry. And Griffin, if you want to be on the next episode, let me know, because he's in the PlayStation. Is this generally the time that you would think we would normally do this on Sundays at this time? Well, Sundays, I'm not sure of the time. I just picked a random time. I don't know what's good for you guys. You guys decide. He says, Max, people who pre-ordered the Switch got the same email and still got them. Okay, they're just covering their butts in case. But I think there is a supply issue. I think Microsoft, for better or for worse, they have the consoles ready, but not the first-party software. For Sony, I think they have the first-party software and not the hardware. I think that's the problem. I think that's also why they were playing chicken, who's going to be released first. And they had both of these presentations prepared months ago, but they didn't know when they were going to do the pre-orders, and it's a big mess. It's not consumer friendly right now. I say just chill out, because it's not confirmed. Okay, I will leave it open, the door open, that these can be free enhanced PS4. They can run faster. The ray tracing might automatically enable on these games. I don't know. But based on what's happened, like Microsoft, based on what they've done, and I'm not a Microsoft fanboy, but I just think they've been handling by consumer force. Because remember when they first announced the Xbox One, they're like, oh, we're going to lock out where you can't sell used games and stuff. And backwards compatibility at launch was not a thing. They were forced to adopt this business model. Now they promote it like, oh, we're all about the consumer. No, fans got pissed, and they had to do this shit. But enhanced for Xbox One X, even The Witcher. What's the
Wild Hunt.
the developers that make it though. They also make Cyberpunk. I forget the developer's name.
Oh God. Yeah.
But the point is, they said they are working on next-gen enhancements to make the game look even better, and they have to actually do something for that process.
Isn't it Eidos that makes Witcher?
No, CD Projekt Red.
Yeah.
CD Projekt Red. They are saying they are doing these enhancements for free for the consumer, and they are not putting. They are trailblazers in the game industry now. They are so pro-consumer, not nickel and diming them. And they said, we're not even going to charge. We are launching on PS5. We are not charging you $70. We're keeping at the $60 price tag. So props to them for doing a AAA development of sought-after game and not nickel and diming the consumer. So that's another reason I doubt that these enhancements are going to be natural and organic, automatic, without the developer or someone going behind the scenes doing a few things to optimize it. I don't foresee that it's naturally going to do that. I'm not sure. That's a big question I have. If it does, then I would say, even though you can't get the if you can't get the PS5, I'm like, oh, that's sad. And I like when something that I'm like, oh, automatically when I get my next Xbox, I'm like, everything's going forward. Most things are going forward, not everything. Kinect is gone. Most things are going forward, and it's going to look better. And I even got a game this weekend, and it says Xbox One Series X compatible, and it's probably going to run smoother if I ever get a Series X. But just the games on Sony is why that's where they have some great first party games.
I think we're getting to a point, Max, where the digital versions of these consoles are going to be much more readily available, and these are going to be the consoles that most people pick up because they're cheaper and they're still going to provide an all-around great entertainment experience. I think this is all part of the plan to get people acclimated to switching over and accepting digital as the main way to go for the video games.
Well, I'm holding on to physical because multiple reasons. I like physical.
Oh, I understand. Yes,
but
yes.
I also want to support the stores. Like people complain about GameStop. GameStop are the corporate or jerks. So they do all kinds of things, anti-consumer. But these are still jobs for people. These are still, a lot of people's first jobs are GameStop.
GameStop might be the next Blockbuster, man. It might. I think it's gonna go away like that soon.
But
they're trying so hard to change their business model with stuff that they're doing, and they're failing miserably because there's been so much stuff out there that's just completely exposed them. I don't know. I'm really surprised that they're still in business at all, to be honest.
They are closing stores down.
Sure, yeah.
But I like going. I'm nice to the people working there. They're younger people. They're younger than me. I have fun talking about games a little bit. I'm like, oh yeah, can I put my PS5 order? And they laugh at me when I went in yesterday to pick up a game. They're like, yeah, right. But they're like, whoa, we're getting our Xbox on Tuesday. Pre-orders in. I'm like, okay, I'll think about it. But also, you just get such great deals on physical, even though it's kind of ridiculous to buy physical.
Yeah, you really do, because I hate the prices on digital. Like, it's the same price as release. I hate it so much.
What I've found that's interesting with digital, and this is my whole philosophy on digital with PS4, the majority of my games on PS4 are digital, but that's only because I'm real cheap when it comes to PS4 games. So I will literally wait until there is a sale, like a major sale on any titles that I'm really, really interested in. And I've learned that if you play the waiting game on a lot of these titles for digital, they will come down to like literally dirt cheap. Like they'll be certain, because they'll have flash sales and things where there'll be certain days where you'll get a game that'll come out that'll normally be $60, and you'll be able to get it for like $4.99 on a certain day. So I kind of feel like they're getting a little bit better when it comes to digital if you're willing to wait for those sales, because they'll be limited. It won't stay like that forever, but you will be able to get and take advantage of these little sales and flash deals that they do. But ordinarily, if you look at like a major title, like let's just use for an example, like let's say Madden, 21. If you want to buy Madden 21 on the digital, it's as much as a new copy, physically. But if you wait, there'll be a sale at some point, and you'll be able to get it like severely discounted. So I mean, it all just depends on how quickly you want these games. But if you're willing to wait a couple of months, you can.
The sale's usually at the end of the cycle, though. Like once it's like whatever, we're on to the next. Like you guys can have it.
I don't know. I got this one collection. I don't know, Max. I think I was talking to you about it. It was Double Dragon Kunio-Con, where it's like
it's been out for a while.
It's been out for a while, but it had never gone down in price. It was like $40 or $50 when it came out, and then there was a sale where it dropped down. It was like a flash sale. It was like, I don't know how many days it was, but it dropped down to $10. And I bought it. The day I bought it, it was $10. And then the very next day I went up there and to see how much it was again. And it was back up to the normal price of what it was initially. And I think it's at its normal price, which is either $40 or $50. But it's a digital only title. But my thing about it is that if I didn't get it when it was $9.99, if I really wanted it, I would have had to pay full price for it because it's back to being full price again. So there's a big difference with the digital stuff with how they do it. It's like there's almost no thought that goes into it.
I see
it's either sliced down or it's regular price.
I see most of the deals on digital coming from like indie companies and stuff, really to get their name out there. But the AAA, you have to wait a while. I think. That's the Gungan Dungeon says the only game I'm playing, like that's a good segue into the next thing. The only game I'm playing right now is Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 remaster, and he loves it. I was thinking about that. That's one I could wait for though, because I played it in the past, and I'll wait for a Black Friday deal maybe. Plus, I'll tell you what I'm playing too. Any surprises, man? Matter what you're playing, or is it still Call of Duty, or what are you into right now?
Oh man, it's mainly because the alpha came out recently, so I've been all over that because everybody's looking for gameplay and streams for that. But I've been playing like Among Us. I don't know if you've seen that. It's like there's 2 imposters, there's 8 other people, and you got to do tasks, and the imposters have to kill you to win the game, and you have to get them out. I've been playing that. That game's been kind of up on the coming. They're making a sequel to that, I think, next year.
Okay. Is there anything that you're looking forward to later this year? What you're into normally?
I'm looking forward to Cyberpunk, Halo.
Oh, really?
Definitely, but that got pushed back.
Okay. Hey, for Cyberpunk, I'm looking forward to watching you play it. That's what I'm looking forward to. I don't see for me. It's like a lot of these games now, they're so cinematic. That you just want, like, to me, it's almost like watching a movie. So I'd rather watch somebody that knows how to play and just watch it like a film than actually play it myself. That's kind of where I'm at with some of these games.
Follow Mad Matt on Twitch. I think with I was debating on whether to get that one. I think I'd rather watch you for the beginning and see if I like it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna watch it.
I heard the customization is just insane, and I'm all about customization. I love making my own character.
So
that's awesome.
So with the way the consoles are going, you don't have any urgency to get these because you're set up.
I remember years ago, I got an Xbox One day one, and there was like no games. I just had an Xbox One sitting around with Dead Rising 4 or something.
Well, you could play Halo Infinite when it launches on the PC, right?
Yeah, on my PC right away. So I just, to me, I don't see the need for me to get a PS5. I mean, because my brother's getting a PS5 anyway, so I'm going to be able to,
okay.
So I'm going to be able to try out the Spider-Man game on a great console.
Oh, did he get his pre-order in?
No, he's trying to, because he works at Target. He's trying to figure out how he can get a pre-order in before it happens.
Oh, so, okay, cool.
Yeah, but right now, no, he doesn't have a pre-order. He's trying to get a day one though. He really wants a day one.
What I Target, I was on there and it was available, and I didn't check out because I got a Best Buy gift card, and I really regret it. I'm like, but then in the retrospect, it's not that it's not.
You could still use that Best Buy gift card once pre-orders come back again, Max.
Right,
You'll
right.
be okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna be fine.
Yeah, I will get it eventually. But just so you know, guys, I prepared. I bought a capture device in Elgato that records 4K.
Yes. There you go.
It's the new one that you don't even have to have connected to a PC or laptop, because that was the other thing, that reason I had the bad laptop that broke. I have an older Elgato and I wanted to record stuff, but this one you just put it in an SD card, you hit record, you can put in a microphone. It's $400 though. I was preparing. I am working.
I am prepared.
Oh, sorry. Before I get to what I'm playing, what are you playing lately? Are you just going retro? What are you looking for? I know one thing you're looking forward to.
Hey, as of right now, I am mainly playing retro games. Like I said, I love retro games. I'm kind of not even even on the PlayStation 4. I'm playing retro games. Right. I was playing the the Capcom beat 'em up bundle with Final Fight and a few others, and so for me, and it's the main thing I'm looking forward to right now, and I do have my pre-order in for this, is the Neo Geo MVSX. I am just like chomping at the bit to get that. I cannot wait. I'm more excited about that than like the way some people are excited for the PlayStation 5.
Well, it costs as much. MVSX. It costs as much. I've checked. Now, no, I agree. This is really cool. And I've seen more articles now that you can add games to the USB. It's not confirmed 100% though, a legal way. Because I know a lot of these systems get hacked. And I'm not good with all the technical stuff. I did some modding on my original Xbox back in the day, but I forgot everything. I don't like doing that. I'm not very technical. That's why I like consoles so much. Like I understand the PC gamers. When you build your own PC, you just know it can handle it. You don't have to worry about all that.
I just got the counter. I just pre-ordered the countertop unit. I didn't get the the base or anything. I'm just going to use it like just a bar top and put it up wherever I want. I don't need I don't really need the base to make it as tall as say an arcade 1-up or anything like that.
No, but I mean, I am with you though. There was a time that I tried to get SNK stuff the legal way. I bought the Neo Geo X Gold. That is a cabinet that I would love to have. I think more than anything else is an actual Neo Geo cab, but I think I would pick this over that.
I think here you'll be good. And like for now, when I play retro games, I got a Raspberry Pi 4, and I just use that, and I play all the and I play retro games mainly through there. And I do have a MAME, basically a MAME cabinet for it's a Mortal Kombat MAME cabinet. It's got all the arcade games on it and stuff. So I love that. For me, it's all about retro games. I don't really, a lot of the modern console games just overwhelm me.
I'm getting back into it though. I'm getting back into it. Like I was more retro, my process of following the Amico. And yes, Gungan, Goldman does come here. He was here last night. And we want you back, Gungan Dungeon, for sure. South Cali guy. Yeah, if you're ever interested in being on the PlayStation Plus podcast, let us know. I wanted to collab with you for a while now, just on DC and Snyder Cut. Always good to see fellow like-minded individuals such as yourselves here. I don't mind the wait on the consoles. Always been an Xbox fan, though. Listen, I said it before earlier in the podcast, because of the Xbox One, I think because if they were number one last generation, you wouldn't be seeing this consumer-friendly focus from Microsoft. I'm telling you that. Yep. Whoever wins the previous generation always goes back to this typical BS. Yes, but their platform, the Game Pass.
Didn't Nintendo win with the Switch? I mean, I'm just putting it out there. I think Nintendo won this last round.
I'll tell you what, the reason why. Xbox had the backwards capability and enhanced on Xbox One X before the Switch came out, I believe. So Switch is changed the game.
Isn't there a Switch Pro coming out too?
It's well overdue. I love the Switch because of what it does, but the actual Joy-Cons are garbage. They always have been. I don't care what people say. They say it's HD Rumble and all that. It feels junky as hell when it rumbles. The buttons are small as hell. I like Nintendo games. The quality of the games is why it's there, and then it's portable too. They should have always had, even if it wasn't the next iteration of the Switch, they should have always had Joy-Con Pros. Those Joy-Cons suck still. I cannot believe I still have to play with that crap. I got some other options that you can get third-party options for it. The Pro Controller, even that. I was like, oh, I replayed something the other day. I just got my Mario All-Stars, 3D All-Stars card in. And I picked up the Pro Controller, and that rumble, it feels junky to me. I don't know what people are talking about. It's not a good experience. Like the rumble on the PS4 and the Xbox controller feels so much smoother and quality. I just don't get it. Let me see down in the chat here. Iron Giant game, yes, I would like to see that. Hell yeah,
really
Nicotine.
Cool.
Nicotine. Yeah. I don't know if you're a gamer, Nicotine. I don't know what he games on. Last stream, Dod Rider. Wait, that's not Ryan. Okay. No, it's not. It's Mad Matt, Eternal.
Oh, you know what? You're welcome. You're welcome, Nicotina. Man, I can't say enough good things about your last stream. I loved it so much. It was one of the most fun streams to be on, and you did a fantastic job. So
okay, so now to what I've been gaming on, and I'm going to be doing a review soon. Is WWE Battlegrounds. Am I a huge wrestling fan? No. I enjoy it for the entertainment value. Back in the day in the 90s when I was growing up with my cousin, I used to go over. He was really into wrestling. He used to buy the pay-per-view WrestleMania. We used to play on the Genesis, the wrestling games. And then my funnest, the time I played wrestling games the most was the N64 era with those games. But wrestling games are fun to me, like with WrestleMania. So I did get this Battlegrounds game, and I'm having more fun than I was expecting. It was only $40, and I bought it on Xbox because it'll eventually just go right to Series X with no problem. It says it right there on the box. I'm having more fun than I expected. At first, I was a little let down because it doesn't have. It's more like WWE Smash Brothers. Or Power Stone, if you ever played Power Stone back in the day. It's simplified. It's more arcadey. It's like NBA Jam with WWE. But something that someone tweeted out to me is, look at this roster is amazing of classic wrestling. I mean, even if you're not into wrestling, I think everyone could say, oh, yeah, I played a cool wrestling game before.
Oh, yeah, there's always a few out there. You know, speaking of old school retro games when it comes to wrestling, I like WrestleFest. What about you? You like that game, Max?
Oh yeah, I think I have it on my mod Xbox.
Yeah,
I got to show a video recorded of my original Xbox with every single original Xbox game on the hard drive and coin ops. It has most.
Oh yeah, you know what? A couple of years ago, I got an Xbox like that. I had bought it off of Etsy. I got an Xbox like that for my sister for Christmas, and it has coin ops on it, and then it's got a bunch of emulators and stuff and it has a nice selection of Xbox games on it too. But you have to have how big was the hard drive to get all the Xbox?
Oh, I don't know. I paid someone to do it.
Okay.
I bought it mainly for the coin ops in the emulation, and they said, oh, do you want the original Xbox games on there? And I have a lot of them. I'm like, okay, because he would basically have to remove it. Not that this is totally legal, but whatever. I've owned most of the. I try to own everything legally that I can.
Oh yeah,
but let's be real. Emulation has a place in gaming, and you need it because of licensing problems. But look at, I don't know if you could read this. Basically every wrestler that you could think of except for Andy Kaufman, because Andy Kaufman was in a wrestling game a long time ago, that PS3 era Legends. But everyone else is there. It's more arcadey. It's fun. Me and Brian were playing it last night.
It looks like it has a feel like the PSP WWE Superstars game that came out a couple years ago.
Mm-hmm. It's very similar. And the arenas are fun. Like there's a ring in Florida, and you could throw the guy and they go to a gator. There's a Mexican ring where there is like a goat with a lucha libre mask on, and you could go back into the crowd and get a remote control and control the goat and hammer. It's kind of fun. I hope they expand on it. Basically, this game is a result of the simulation version of W2K20 being so horrible and glitchy, and they needed something to produce fast. Now for WWE 2K22, I would assume, or 2K21. I guess this is 2K22, and this is 2K20. I don't know. It's just called Battlegrounds. But for the next one, for next gen next year, that should be legit. I hope they get it right. And I would like it if they alternate, have a more arcade experience. This is something that kids could play. They're actually packaged in action figure blister cards when you want to. Also, I love, who here misses, I don't know, Matt, if you like the process of old school gaming where you unlock stuff.
Yeah, I like unlocking stuff. I like challenges. I don't like having to pay to buy it, you know.
well, here's the option. You can buy coins and stuff and buy it faster.
Yeah.
Or you could go through all the modes, play online, and
seems like that's what everyone's doing, including EA. Like they're trying to make it to where, like, because they're trying to satisfy everyone, because they don't want people, because no one wants to buy it, you know. No one wants to go to the store and buy that shit.
Right.
Like with the crystals from Battlefront 2.
There's a way to earn it without paying a dime. Yeah. I enjoy that. It makes me play the game longer. Just the unlocking of things, I miss that so much about video games. And the amount of stuff you can unlock in this game just keeps you going. Now, there are some still issues, but I'll wait for the review, because me and Brian are working on it. What we're doing is we're planning a review series called Weekend Warriors. And if you guys ever want to collab on a game, we could do that too. Basically, as an older gamer, I love gaming, but I only get a weekend sometimes with some of these games. I can't complete everything. I'm just going to give you my impressions.
That's my big problem with a lot of these modern games. It's like, who has the time to invest that you need to for a lot of these, you know?
So we're that's our angle, is we're demolishing this game in one weekend, see how much joy we can get out of it, how much fun, and see if we intend to touch it again in the future.
Then it's back to sad everyday life.
Yeah. Well, movie madness the rest of the week. Dark Castle on the CD. What are you talking about? The damn
the Philips CDI. Yeah, I actually ran across a couple of CDI games on one of the Raspberry Pi 4 images that I have, and CDI was an underrated little system.
Okay. Yeah, I never got that one.
So since you have the Elgato Max, are you going to start recording like gameplay?
Yes. Are you
going to stream, or are you going to what are you going to do with it?
I'm probably going to do pre-recorded stuff, reviews. Okay. We can do a let's play if you like. If we like, I've been talking to Mad Matt. I want to do Injustice Battle. I want to do some fighting game. You know, record the audio, and then I'll upload it like a small let's play fighting. And then we could switch off and get different YouTubers. I was thinking the easiest way to do it is set up a private StreamYard, like where people could pop in, you can hear their voice, and then just play. I'll record the video and record the audio on StreamYard, and then put it together. So for some fighting, I love fighting games. That's something I'm not good at them. I'm not. Matt, I heard Mad Matt's pretty good.
Oh yeah.
See,
we're gonna fighting games are my thing too. So we're
pretty good at button mashing.
Fun.
I also just
comes out.
I also just got the Street Fighter 5 Champion Edition for $20 on GameStop. That comes with the most recent DLC. That's a really great game too. I bought every version so far. That's the one I didn't get yet though. Let me see.
Did you try out Mortal Kombat on the console at all? PS4? Like the newer Mortal Kombats?
The newer Mortal Kombats? I have, yes.
And what do you think of those?
Those are fun.
Yeah.
But I'm a classic Mortal Kombat trilogy guy at heart. 1, 2, and 3, the originals. But I do like the new games. I do like the new Mortal Kombat games. I liked Mortal Kombat 2011 that they put out on PS3, and then you could still play it on PS4 through PS Now. And I do like I do like it. I do enjoy the Mortal Kombat X and
I kind of know
expanded rosters. Yeah.
I kind of know who's gonna win. Man. If I win a round, I'll be really excited. You can see. I'm not bad at the wrestling game though. If you ever want to play Battlegrounds, I don't know if you're interested in that.
I'll get it if I got someone to play with. I don't like playing games alone.
The only problem is it supports crossplay on the Xbox One, but I don't think the PS4 version does. Who do
they crossplay with? PC?
Yeah, I get. Or maybe it does do PC. I don't know if there's PC or Switch. So I know Switch has it. Haze Glitter. Gitter. Hey. Sorry, no, I didn't mean to call you Glitter. Sorry. Gitter. What's up, Max?
Sparkles. What's up, Sparkles?
Yeah. Emasculated him.
Yeah. So if anyone wants to join this PlayStation Plus podcast, it's not just PlayStation. I'll be honest with you. I like PlayStation. I've had every PlayStation there has been. 1, 2, 3, 4. I still own most of them, and I have a lot of the games except for my PS1. I got rid of a lot of my PS1 games. Retrospect, maybe not the best.
PS1 emulation is so good for PS1. You don't really need. You don't really need to have all your PlayStation 1 games stacked up. I mean, it's...
Well, I just sold my Crash Team Racing when they were doing the remaster.
Oh, yeah.
That's a game I regret kind of getting rid of the original because it might be worth something one day, not the remaster. But I love the remaster. I played that for months and months and months. It was another one that had unlockable stuff. They had Grand Prix monthly. I participated in every month. I had it for the Xbox. And it was just, you could buy stuff to unlock things faster, but it had an option to unlock it if you put in the grind. I love that model. I just hope they continue, because I'm not against people making money too. I just want options. I want options. The Battlegrounds has options. It's fun. It's not as good as the Nintendo 64 era.
Oh God, yeah.
But
those games are incredible.
It's not far off either. Something else that's missing is a little bit of the presentation. Like in the old games, they were like walking down. Sometimes they just appear in ring like magically.
Right.
Just they get the action faster. So you have to get past that. If you get past that, it's fun.
It's like the NBA Jam of wrestling games. The stuff
it feels like NBA Jam, NFL Blitz,
NFL Blitz. Yeah, you could just go straight to the action.
Or Smash Brothers of wrestling games. It really feels like that. You could pick up a lot of objects to smash people, but that's in all wrestling games. But the interesting thing there is ring hazards. And I actually found out something I didn't know about the game. You could create your own rings. Which I'm gonna experiment with and try to create my own.
That'd be awesome, man.
And I did create
your own Mad Max ring.
I did create a character. It's not Mad Max. That I had a lot.
How did you not create yourself with your mask and all that, man? That'd be awesome.
Well, they didn't have this particular mask. They had a different mask. You got to wait and see for the review who I made as my first creative character.
Awesome.
And I can't help stop using him. I'll say that it's a guy. It's a very funny character. I love when his name appears on screen. It's hilarious. It's fun. Me and Brian are gonna finish that.
Signor!
No, not far off. Not far off. Maybe I can create a. Well, you know what? The creator wrestler is lacking so far. It's not. It doesn't. You can't just create anybody. You can't do the facial features.
I remember some of these wrestling games older ones were so intricate where you could literally create like the bone structure of the character. Like you could you could make anybody.
How is this appropriate for a PlayStation? I know you from the Matt Jarbo show. What the hell, dude? No, I'm just kidding. It depends. Anyway, no, I'm just kidding.
It depends.
Well, at least you answered the question. It's like they can't say you don't answer.
This is about PlayStation, I guess, plus everything else people want to talk about. We got about 10 minutes left. Is there any game? Okay, I know you guys are not getting the PS5 and Xbox Series X right away. You might wait, or I mean, Matt, you have your reasons. Your PC is like a beast.
He's got your PC sounds like it's better than a PS5 anyway.
Right.
It's
so I'd hope so.
plus it's upgradable, so you'll be able to do any.
But in Zod Rider, you might not get it right away. You're focused more on the MSX.
MVSX. Yeah, I'm not gonna get a PS5 or an Xbox, whatever. It's gonna be a while for me.
I might get them both. I don't know. I'll see, because I don't like dealing with PC builds, and my wife does, but I don't. Yeah. So
I might get PS5 just to play with my brother on Gotham Knights.
Oh,
in case it's not crossplay. Like
you just answered my question. Is there a game that really you're thinking looks really fun and amazing? That's
Gotham Knights definitely looks fun, and I'm glad it's co-op. That looks cool.
Oh yeah, co-op with your brother. That would be good.
That's awesome.
Let me know if you're going to do that, and I might get that one too. So, is there a game that looked like really interesting to you, Zodra? Have you even been following the new games announcements?
I'm definitely interested in a lot of the games that they have coming out, but I'm just kind of a little bit. I'm a little bit nervous about it because, again, when a console comes out at launch, it's just kind of like. They need to iron out all the issues and things at first, and but for me, I'm a big fighting game fan, so I want to play. I like the fighting games. I like the wrestling games. I like I like a lot of first person shooters. Well, not first person shooters, but shmups.
Oh yes, shmups. Yes.
So
and
but I'm terrible at first-person shooters, so I would never even try to join you guys in a game like Call of Duty because I know I would be a liability. Be like, what the hell is Zod doing? He's just in the corner. Like,
I'll try, but I suck at them too. Like I do okay with the original game or story.
One game I'm looking forward to that's coming out before the end of this year, though, is Cobra Kai. I can't believe they're doing a video game for Cobra Kai, as if the TV show isn't good enough. The video game looks like it's going to be a lot of fun.
Cobra Kai never dies.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's not too basic of a game because it's a licensed game. I hope it's good.
It actually looks really cool. It looks like it covers. It starts with Karate Kid and it goes into goes into like the show and little scenarios. It looks pretty fun so far.
Joey Guerrero, I want NCAA football back. I'm not really into. Are you guys into the sports games at all?
No,
not really. No, I dabble in Madden every now and then. I used to, but the last Madden I got was 2016. So I don't think I'm gonna. I don't think I'm.
What game are you looking forward to, Max?
Spider-Man Horizon. I am really looking forward to Ratchet and Clank, but the next Ratchet and Clank, because I'm a fan of the series, does look like you're going to need a PS5 for it. I think because of the going through dimensions. I don't think the PS4 can handle that part.
Another reason why I might get PS5 is Crash, the new Crash coming out. Lost in Time or something?
Yeah. That comes out on PS4 and everything too, though. I'm going to get it out. Okay. Yeah. But it's $60, which I'm conflicted of. I'm like, it is a whole new Crash experience, but is it $60 worth? I think it should be 50.
When are they going to come out with a new Crash Bandicoot? We got to see Crash Bandicoot on PS5. How's he going to look?
That's what he were just talking. That game, it's coming out, but it's coming out PS4 first. I don't know if they're going to have a. They haven't really said if they're going to.
You're talking about Ratchet, right?
No, we talked about Crash in Time after. There is a new Crash Bandicoot.
Okay,
game.
So there is. Okay.
Yeah, it is a brand new one. The last time they did a remaster of the trilogy, which was really good, and then they did Crash Team Racing. Yes, it looks amazing. I feel like it should be 50. Am I weird to think that?
No, you're right.
It's not like pushing the boundaries of next gen or even PS4. Yeah. So, but if they did a PS5, I think it's just gonna be playable on PS5. Really.
Put it on your tablet.
But I was gonna click the pre-order. I have a problem doing the 60 with no discount, 60 or 70. I don't foresee myself doing 70 often.
Never pay full price for video games Don't ever pay that. It's
Well, if you want to be
unless it's something that you gotta have.
If you're doing content though, I justify it that way.
Yes.
But I'm debating on whether to crash because I really want to. I actually the PS4 has a demo up now of it.
Oh really?
Oh
So
wow, okay.
I forgot to download it.
Download that now.
Download the demo. You could go play it now. Decide for yourself. Let me see. Oh, let me get back to this question. Then we're going to end the show in 5 minutes and go check out the audio forum on Zod Writers Pimp Your PSN network.
It'll be on psn-radio.com. I'm going to put it on the PSN Radio SoundCloud page. So I'll put the MP3 of this up for all to listen to. And
then Mad Matt, do we want to try this on your channel next week on your YouTube or your Twitch?
Oh man, I'll try to figure that out. I'll go for YouTube. I think that'd be easier.
Okay. You could do both. You could always upload it later or whatever. Okay, so his Rice 75 is having trouble deciding whether to get an Xbox or PS5 just to play Spider-Man Miles Morales. But since they said it's on PS4, there isn't really a point yet. I mean, I did buy PS4 just for Spider-Man. Yes, exactly. Even with the DualSense controller. And yes, I am actually most hyped. I don't like the way the PS5 looks. I like the actual controller design, and I like this new Sense stuff. It's supposed to like I actually like the PS4 that has that little speaker that makes noises. There's a car game, and I just push the button, the big thing in the middle, the Sense pad, and it does a horn beep. And there's other little sounds that come out of the speaker, the microphone. And I heard on the DualSense PS5 controller, it's gonna blow air a little bit, and the triggers are a little bit more dynamic and sensitive.
Yeah, I'm very excited about that controller. I heard it's
that little adjustments go a long way. I like these little adjustments for improvements and not like a control scheme that's so locked to that one system like the Wii. I even like the Wii. But all this motion control stuff, something that's little improvements to make it more dynamic in your hand. And I think it's going to add to I think those little things are going to be surprised at how much it adds to the experience. Or like when you're playing, like just for an example, I would think like playing a Resident Evil and you walk in and then all of a sudden a little bit of gust of air blows on your hand. Whoa, you know? Can you imagine that? I think there's lots of opportunities there.
What is that, 40 experience?
Yeah. It depends. Thoughts on Fantastic Beasts filming this week? I like the series. I don't care. Remove the art from the artist. I don't really care about talking about whatever she says. J.K. Rowling. I don't. We'll save that for Movie Madness if I do one later too. I was planning on getting both, but decided which one to get first. I'll end it here. We'll end it here. There's very few reasons to actually need a PS5 unless they announce that the enhancements are going to be for all PS4 games playable on the PS5. That's actually going to enhance. The ray tracing is going to be automatic. There's very few game experiences that you're only going to get on PS5 this holiday. I'm saying at launch, besides Demon's Souls, and I think the new Astro Boy game that's built into the system that's based off a PSVR game that really does stuff with the controller. That's it until until Ratchet comes out, until God of War, and I have a strong suspicion that God of War will be on both.
Awesome.
And Horizon, I forget what the second one's called. That is going to be on PS4 too, and so is Sackboy. Sackboy's another game that's $60. I think it's too much for it. Let me see here. And I think that's where we'll end it. We're exactly at an hour. Go sub to Mad Matt's YouTube channel. Let me bring it up before we go. And follow him on Twitch for really good quality Let's Plays and Call of Duty vids.
I finally got it right. It took me a while to get the audio, the visuals right. I finally got it right.
Okay, he's at he's almost at 500. Go get him to 500 subs. Here is his channel. And I think this was a successful first episode. I think we might do this again.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely.
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be awesome.
This is Mad Matt, and if Zodrider gets a YouTube channel, or maybe he does, and I forget, I will like it there. All right, Getter. Yeah, go. We're gonna head out now, so Zodrider can head over to the Prime stream and go check out Mad Matt because he's got some cool vids there. I was checking out some of your Twitch yesterday. Like I just imagine though, jump in the Call of Duty, get killed constantly right away.
Yeah, caught me at a bad time.
Oh, he subbed. Okay, that's a good time to end. He subbed.
Thanks.
Bye, everyone.